Apologies for the time. We've been 30 minutes late, but I've had a little issue with the. Had a little bit of an issue with. Had a little bit of an issue with my podcast, setting my equipment. So please bear with us. I think tomorrow we're gonna have a better day. We're gonna have a better experience. We'll start the podcast tomorrow. What I was going to say today is that we will have a wide variety of subjects that we're going to talk about. It's going to be a podcast for every everybody, um, both the subscribers and member of the public. Anybody can interact with this. You'll have the live chat there, and you can also suggest subjects or topics that are relevant, that you believe are relevant and should be um, talked about. We do not have any controversial topic or issue that we cannot, we cannot talk about. So we talk about every single topic. You know, we'll talk about every single topic, and of course, we have to do these while we still respecting, um, the law and the custom of these country. Certain things are allowed in these countries that are not allowed elsewhere. Let's see the gay rights and stuff. They're not allowed in many countries around the world, and we have to find the right balance to talk about these issues. Um, some other issues like polygamy, allowed in other countries but disallowed in the UK and the Western world in general. These are issues that we should talk about. The position of a woman, feminism, patriotism, or what do you call it? Um Misogynist, misogynist people like Andrew Tate, quite popular figure, and perhaps for some, dividing figure in the online uh, kind of world. He's one man that has conquered social media to the point that we never seen it before. So we we will talk about all the topics. We're gonna talk about immigration. We're gonna talk about politics. We're gonna talk about relationship. We're gonna talk about marriage. We're gonna talk about business. We're gonna talk about um, hair care. We're gonna talk about health. We're gonna talk about fitness. We're gonna talk about boxing. We're gonna talk about MMA. We're gonna talk about football. Of course, I'm a City fan. I'm a blue. You know, blue, City blue, and that is something that I am proud about. And I will talk about some of the issue related to my team, related to the championship, to the league, the Champions League, the European Cup, and also the World Cup, and any other tournaments that is organized in the world. So we're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about politics, obviously, of course, but about the war in Ukraine. We're also going to talk about the crisis, economic crisis. So it's a wide range of topics that we're going to talk about, but we have to put them into some categories and have a dedicated day for each category. So we have to. insert these topics into categories like we can say sports. We can say sports, and within sport, we will have football, we will have basketball, we will have tennis, um, we will have rugby, we will have Formula One, all of the sports that you can imagine of MMA, UFC, whatever you want to call it. So we're gonna have those categories, and when it comes to choosing the topic, at time we will allow the public to choose the topic. We will allow people to actually choose the topic they want to talk about, to choose the to propose the topic. Sometimes we will ask people to choose. We might be struggling between two topics or three or more, and say, "Come on, guys, we would like to talk about these, but we're struggling here. Let's vote. Tell us which topic you think is actually relevant for this particular podcast." So we'll talk about this. I'll talk about my journey as an African immigrant. You know, at time we would say things like African immigrant. We will feel a bit ashamed of where we come from and why we're here. And this is all because the world has changed, and we're not longer the minority, the extreme minority that was here 30 years ago or 50 years ago. Now we have numbers, and we have a, a voice. We have a voice, we have built things, we have conquered um, a lot of aspects of the economic sector, a lot of aspect of the medical field, a lot of aspect of the education, a lot of aspect of you know technology, a lot of aspect of engineering. So we are present. But some of the shit that we're gonna talk about is also what is it sometimes that holds black people back, because you can see the wide gap that exists between north and south. And to me, it's clear that the lack of organization, the lack of clear leadership with a clear vision is certainly the reason behind the poor performances of southern countries, but also the the corruption and nepotism, where skills, experience does not come first. Skills and experience does not come first. However, other issues like relationship, uh, family link or tie come first, and that allow us to put the wrong people in the wrong place, in the wrong jobs, and that's why you can see the result that we have in Africa, where Africa is always lagging behind. So we do have that issue of how to explain the situation of Africa, but also we have to be happy to say that, for example, there are a few um, names or countries that have actually managed to rise up and do well with the current climate, and for the past few years or past 10 or 20 years, like Rwanda, like Ghana. Nigeria has always been a driving force in Africa, and you have South Africa, um, you have Zambia, I think. So you have a few countries there in Africa where development is actually something taken seriously, and trying to shorten the gap or to close the gap between the southern countries and the northern countries, or the southern hemispheric country and the Western countries, as they call them. That widening to try and reduce that gap is an exercise that a few countries have managed to succeed in implementing policies and and implementing rules and policies that will enable the economy to thrive and enable people to emancipate, people to kind of blossom, people to succeed in what they're doing, um, giving them opportunities, more opportunities. So we will talk about all of these issues. We will talk about gay rights. We will talk about LGBT. We'll talk about feminism. Feminism. We'll also talk about the new movement, which is, well, the sister movement. The new definition of a woman. What is a woman? We will get into that debate. But we'll also uh, talk about marriage. Yes, we'll talk about marriage, religion, marriage, and what is a traditional woman? What is expected from a man in uh, in a marriage? So, why is the divorce rate high? Why are people more depressed today? Those are questions. So we're gonna go everywhere and tackle every single one of these issues that I've named there, and many more that I probably omitted to name today. So we will count on you guys to help us stay focused with uh, this particular um, uh, agenda, and make sure that we do not let you down. And we will try our very best by inviting guests and having co-panelists here that will uh, those will actually debate uh, these issues, and we will have a discussion, open discussion, and the public can chip in. You can chip in through the chat and perhaps through uh, the WhatsApp number, which I'll give you now. Is 000448770772458. So this is basically what we're going to do. I've not managed to. I had a little problem today with the system, and that's why I didn't use the platform that we are developing. But I promise you, tomorrow will be a different day. So please like, share, and also comment below. Tell us what you think. It's all about you. It's all about what matters to you, what matters to our society, and what is relevant to our survival, what is relevant to our um, success. So, thank you so much for watching these new episode or live stream, live broadcast from the head doctors. We call it. Uh, we still have to find the right name for it. It says the head doctors podcast is the very first one. Although it's not been done through the platform, I hope tomorrow will be a better day. So let's wait for tomorrow. And we have a lot of good things in store for you. Have a good day, have a good weekend, and we shall see you tomorrow. Please like, share, and subscribe for more. Don't forget to comment on the videos. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.